So, when I invited you to come and talk, it was because it was all about Me Too, and I think we came up with a title for this conversation about why a woman should be running your company.
That is
and then
true,
since then
that remains true.
And we're going to come back to that, but since then all the Facebook stuff has come back.
Sure, so I'd be happy to talk about that.
You've been calling them on this for
about 2 years.
About 2 years.
Yeah.
What did you see that the rest of us didn't?
I think, for a long time, they like to sing their praises. That's their favorite thing. They're so smart, they're changing the world, and I would make fun of that. Like, that's kind of ridiculous. And, when you look at the lack of diversity, the lack of viewpoint, the lack of life experience, it's very clear that there's going to be a problem, especially as these people become wealthier and wealthier and control more swashes of the economy and really have a profound effect on news and information, essentially. And so I have had a big issue with it, but when I started to see the statistic come out of Facebook where 60% of America gets its information from this company, I'm just using them because Twitter's a whole goat rodeo that's a different problem. And they're also culpable in not controlling their platform, but it's a different situation with them. That this was a group of people that had enormous power and kept pretending to me when I talked to them that they didn't have power, that they shouldn't make decisions, that they didn't have the responsibility, and it started to really bother me. I have 2 young boys, and it's literally like talking to them about cleaning their room, like, oh, it's not my job, like, you know what I mean, that kind of thing. And so, and by the way, my children are more mature than a lot of the people who work at these places, and so it just was it kept striking me, like I would have these meetings with top executives there, and they'd be like, it's not really our responsibility to deal with this on the platform or this. And I'm like, what about this? And at one point, I know it sounds crazy, but there was 2 moments with Facebook at least, was I went to see Facebook Live, which was their video platform. And there was someone there, I'm not going to say who was in the room, but it was important people at Facebook. And I looked at the thing and I said, what are you going to do about people who kill someone, who murder someone on this platform? What about people who commit suicide? What about people who bully? And the response from the Facebook people was, Carrie, you're so negative. And I was like, what, have you not met the human race over the past, some years they've been on this planet? It's kind of brutal. Like, and when people get these tools in their hands, and they're so interested in the possibilities of it, and I admire that optimistic personality trait, but they just didn't occur to them that there are bad people in the world. And so I thought that was willfully ignorant. You have to try really hard not to imagine the abuses that could go on with Facebook Live.